Welcome to the DaTreeHouse Podcast. I'm your host, Smokey, and he is...
Rubber Ducky.
And he is...
Buddah.
We're going to start this one off fresh from Comic-Con. We'll start off over there with... what's your face over there?
Buddah.
There you go.
Oh, Comic-Con. A great time for everyone, especially if you're geeks like us. It was great to come here again to, my 5th or 6th annual one now?
5th, I think, now?
Something like that.
Not necessarily annual, because you missed one.
So, 3rd annual?
Yes.
Something like that. Well, either way. Everything was great except for the Hall H bullshit. You guys know about that, right?
Yeah, we heard it from you.
Yes, exactly. I could not stop talking about it when it happened.
Dude, I still couldn't believe of the fuck up from 3 people.
Mm-hmm. 3 different sectors of people.
3 different groups.
Okay, so here's a little beforehand story, I guess. So it was...
The prologue.
Sure. Okay, so Hall H is on Saturday. The one, at least, that I want to go to, the Marvel panel, is on Saturday. And on Wednesday, I was on the shuttle with Rubber Ducky and Smokey here, and we were heading to the convention center for it to open. And a woman on the shuttle told us, oh, I get into Hall H every year. So I was like, oh, great. Do you have any tips? Any good way I can get in? She goes, yeah. You know those stories you hear about people who wait, days in advance, all the way from, Wednesday to now? Yeah, that's BS. Don't do that. I'm like, really? It's like, yeah. All you gotta do is go the day before, so Friday, go at around 3 to 3:30 p.m., go wait in line. Because the convention hall fits 6,500 people. You should be fine. And I'm like, that's great, thank you. Because, yeah, no problem, I get in every year. You should be fine if you do that. I'm like, okay, cool. So, when Friday comes around, I'm with Rubber Ducky, just roaming the halls, taking pictures with some cosplayers. And at around 3:30ish, 3:45, I leave so I can secure a spot in line, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going for about maybe a mile and a half behind the convention center. It is a long fucking line. And I was getting very distraught just looking at this line because I figured, okay, well, I think more people had the same idea that she did this year, so I'm probably not going to make it, but I'm going to see where it leads me, okay? I get to the end of the line, I sit down, I make some friends. And the guy who's working security for the line specifically goes up and goes, oh, you're actually in a really good spot right now because we did a head count, and apparently you're within the 1400s in line. I'm like, oh my god, no way. He goes, yep. And since the place seats 6,500 people, they give out about 6,000 wristbands. So since you're
awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know. So since you're in the 1400s, you're good to go. And wristbands guarantee your entry as long as you are in the line before 7:30 a.m. in the morning of the next day. So that means if I get a wristband, I have to be there before 7:30 a.m. on Saturday morning.
That just means you get to go home and rest. Or
Pretty
go
much.
back to base.
Yeah, but they allow me to go home and come back with my wristband. I'm guaranteed a spot. And I don't care about being there to go get a front seat. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to see the footage, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool, that sounds awesome. But I'm there for a while because at 8:30 p.m. is when they were going to give out the wristbands on Friday night. And I made some friends, and we were all planning out what we're going to do together, what they were there for. And when it gets to around 8 o'clock-ish, I hear news about, okay, they're about to start giving out the wristbands. Cool, you know? And
oh, man, the hype is real.
Apparently, there's a part where the line goes across to Joe's Crab Shack in a parking lot, right? And that right there is a safety hazard with the line going across it. So the security had came to split the line and have one part of the line end at Joe's Crab Shack's corner, and the other part to start again at the ending of the parking lot, right? So now there's a huge gap where Joe's Crab Shack and the parking lot are, and where the lions are, okay? Yeah. And when it's around 8:30ish, they start passing out wristbands, and apparently a bunch of cutters saw a huge gap and probably thought, oh, look, this is where the end of the line is. Or they just thought they could get away with cutting. So hundreds upon hundreds of people start flooding the parking lot to get in line. And the security that was there before probably switched with security right before that happened.
Changing of the guards?
Yeah, they changed the guards, and he didn't tell them that whole spiel with the parking lot.
Listen, it's like this for a safety hazard. Something like that, right? They didn't tell him that?
It's likely for that reason. But either way, the guards were misinformed, I suppose, or they didn't know anything, so they didn't say anything about the gap and the people cutting in. The cutters probably did not know they were cutting, or they were trying to get away with it. And the people, the worst offenders, the people who are in the line watching it all happen, don't speak up about it. Instead, they just take to Twitter and complain about people cutting them in line, But they never say anything out loud, so who gives a fuck? You know?
That right there seems stupid on its own. Like, I spent 4 hours, these guys spent here for like 2 minutes. That's not fair.
And they're not gonna say anything, so they go to Twitter about it.
Why the fuck do they go to Twitter?
What, Rubber Ducky?
Interjection. It is the species, they are Zabrak.
Okay.
But it's because they live on 2 separate planets, Dathomir and Erodia, so that it's like basically Earth humans and Mars humans is the way to think of it.
For a little clarification, audience, we were talking about Star Wars earlier and what the hell was going on with the Night Sisters and Darth Maul species, because we were a little unclear.
And Saji Ventress is a Zabrak as well.
Okay, we were a little unclear earlier, so... Anyway, back to the story.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's 3 different parties' faults why people got screwed over. And because hundreds of people are lining up in the parking lot, my chances are dwindling and dwindling to get a wristband, right?
Dwindling, and you don't even know that they are.
And by the time we get to around 9 o'clock, 10, even 10 o'clock, wristbands have run out. And I didn't get one. And I was apparently in a great spot in line earlier, but I didn't get one. So I was pretty pissed off about that. But my friends in line said, don't worry about it. This happens sometimes, but we likely still have a good chance of getting in. Why don't you go home and we'll stay here, because we knew you were not planning on staying or spending the night. So we'll stay here in line for you. And when you get back in the morning, like, we'll hang out together and we'll go in together. I'm like, that's fantastic. Thank you guys so much, you know? So I left, went to the hotel to freshen up, had some sleep, came back in the morning at around 7:30ish, right? And when I got in line with them, we found out that they were no longer honoring the rule where if you had a wristband, you had to be there before 7:30. Instead, they extended that time and just didn't put a cap on the line, cap on the time at all. You could just come whenever you want as long as you had a wristband and you got priority, which is bullshit to the people who were waiting in line the night prior.
So Comic-Con fucked up.
Yeah.
So it was the people fucked up, both the cutters and the people who didn't say shit. Security fucked up, and now Comic-Con is just straight up admitting fuck up.
Yeah. That's
so
not
far. So it's 4 so far.
Yeah, that's not even the worst part. There's a bit more.
There's always a bit more.
And finally, they slid in the first panel for Hall H, which is the DC panel, right? Which I didn't care about, but they were let in.
But Justice League.
Don't care.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
not anymore.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was fine.
It was fine, but it was not good enough to redeem the whole franchise.
It's gonna take a bit more movies to redeem. What was it?
Give me like 3 to 4 more Wonder Woman level quality of DC movies.
Yeah,
then you'll have my support and my faith.
Mm-hmm.
Until then, no. I don't think I'm gonna be watching any DC movie on day one.
Yeah. So not even Justice League?
No.
Yeah, I'll be watching Thor Ragnarok. Thank you.
Yeah, likewise. I'll be watching Star Wars again.
Yeah. Anyway.
And again.
Yes. Anyway, so a lot of people are let in with wristbands into Hall H for DC, and they had to cut off people at some point because they just didn't have enough room. They need to readjust and see how much more room they had left.
Which is bullshit, because I know they have room.
And the people who were outside with wristbands were pissed that they weren't let in yet because they had wristbands, you know, even though some of them came late, which is not a fact anymore because there's no such thing as late anymore because they canceled that rule. A representative came out to apologize to the people with wristbands and tell them, you get free 4-day passes for next year's Comic-Con if you have wristbands. And they all cheered, and I just sat there all upset and pissed because I was waiting for a while and I don't get a 4-day pass. So yeah.
I still hope that's not true.
It's apparently happening, and they told them you just have to go in and scan your thing and you get it.
Who the fuck is this representative that legitimately just fucked up twice?
I don't fucking know. Okay. But I was pissed.
I don't want to start a mob mentality sort of deal, but it's like, you fucked over here, you fucked these guys over, you fucked them. It's like, dude.
And they'll continue to fuck up people.
And you're fucking worse than Zeus. Holy shit, man.
Yeah, pretty much. When the DC panel was over, some people left, and they let a few more people in from the hall. Cool.
They need to fix their shit, goddammit.
When the Women Who Kick Ass panel was over, some people left, more people came in. Cool. And I was this close to getting inside. I was maybe, I don't know, I was a few people behind getting into Hall H. Alright? And after Stranger Things and after Westworld, no one left. So, because of that, I couldn't get in. And then I find out later on.
Go on.
What the fuck?
Go on.
Did you show him?
I didn't show him nothing. I was just browsing Reddit and then I came across a GIF.
I might actually send that to me. I might actually have to start splicing that thing in.
Show that to me. It's just some context.
Can you tell your story?
Show that to me real quick.
I gotta splice that fucking video in.
Alright. It's gotta start from the very beginning though.
Alright.
Alright, I'm playing the GIF.
Alright, sorry audience.
Yeah.
So, while he was telling his story, me and Doug just like silently just chuckled and just kept going.
I was just browsing Reddit. Come on, load the fucking GIF. Let's just click on it. Oh, that's why.
You are not connected to the internet. That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
It's because it keeps trying to connect to the Apple router because I set the priority to that one.
Yeah.
But because it's powered, but it doesn't have the thing.
Okay.
There you go.
That's right. Walk up to the deer.
This is fantastic content. Oh wow. Okay.
That's like great. We told you.
That was unexpected.
Anyway, we find out later from Comic-Con themselves that there was a guy who had a backpack, and out of it, he pulled tons of counterfeit wristbands and was passing them out to people in line so they can get priority and go inside, but they were fake. So basically, had it not been for the cutters, had it not been for the security, had it not been for the guys who went to Twitter instead of saying anything out loud, had it not been for fucking the guy with the counterfeit wristbands, I would have been Hall H watching that fucking Marvel panel.
No, we don't need another distraction right now.
So yeah, that is what happened for Hall H. And I wasted my entire day waiting there from 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And I only had an hour and a half left of Comic-Con that day because it ends at 7 o'clock. But in that hour and a half, I had a great time.
And you met Tara Strong.
Yes.
Finally.
I met Tara Strong Sunday, not Saturday. Which is crazy because like I've been trying to meet her since my first year going. Because I got a picture with her at a booth. But I've been trying to get a photo up with her. But every time
you got a picture with her, which I took, which you thought was a video. So you just deleted it.
I have another picture with her though. That was a picture. But yeah, there was a video that I deleted, sure.
No, it was a picture that you thought was a video.
No, that's one of the things, and I deleted it. But you do have another picture that you took of me and her. Okay. There is another thing, though, that was a video that I deleted because I thought it was a bad picture. Because it was such a weird angle.
I remember there being like a photo of you and Tara Strong, and you thought it was a video because you made a big deal after deleting it. It was like, oh, that shit, that wasn't a video, that was an actual photo. I remember you making a big deal out of that. No,
I deleted the video thinking it was a bad photo, I believe.
I vaguely remember.
Because I remember because I no longer have that video. So I must have thought it was a bad photo.
I mean, I think you deleted the video as well, but I'm saying you thought this one photo was a video, and you deleted the photo, and then you realized, shit, that wasn't the video, and then deleted the video. And then you regretted deleting that photo. Which I don't think was a good photo anyway, but you just regretted deleting it.
I regretted deleting a video for sure, not a photo. As far as I can remember. Either way, I've been trying to get a photo up with her for a long time now. Every time I've tried, she never showed up. She couldn't be there for some reason. Something just got in the way.
She just doesn't like you, bro.
Maybe.
Just get the memo.
But randomly, on Sunday, I woke up, showered, got off the shuttle, heading to Comic-Con, and outside on the fucking street, there's Tara Strong with her family. So I took a picture with her there. So it was awesome.
How serendipitous. Like that moment that you and I are waiting for the bus, and I'm just like, you and me are chit-chatting, we're like Pokemon Go with Allison Hayslip? The fuck are you doing here? And I go and take a photo with her. And then she was maybe, at that point in time, the 7th person when I bust out an actual legitimate camera that was like, oh my god, you have an actual camera. Why is it that everyone just takes a phone?
The phones suck.
Phone quality sucks. Especially with the photos. Like, yeah, it's getting better, sure.
It is getting better,
It's nothing compared to an actual goddamn camera.
Well,
and my camera is not like this fucking $10,000 DSLR fucking massive camera.
I fucking wish mine was.
It's only like a $200 like pretty good camera.
It's decent.
It's pretty good.
It is the most high-tech one available without you like manually adjusting the lens.
It is the most high-tech tiny ass camera that we have.
That was available at the time.
That was available at the time, which at this point is like 4 years. I bought it specifically for Girls' Generation.
I got mine specifically for Comic-Con. And because my cousin lost my good one
I still have yet to get a camera for such events.
You don't do shit during Comic-Con.
My cousin
That's
had
exactly
a
what I
fucking
do.
Canon camera, a beautiful camera that she borrowed from us and put it into her school locker, and it got stolen. So I was pretty pissed off about that.
What a buster.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of surprised that Comic-Con still hasn't gotten better with lines since fucking Twilight
Ever.
fuckers.
Apparently, everyone I talked to says that Comic-Con, in San Diego specifically, is one of the worst when it comes to security and lines. And other conventions have it down. Like, they know what they're doing. Apparently, Comic-Con sucks at it because, I don't know, maybe because they think they're the best?
No, Twilight fuckers.
I don't think they've ever thought they were the best. I think
But
it's
they
just,
certainly are the biggest.
I think they're the biggest convention in the entire United States.
Okay.
I
say
can guarantee
this
there's
again.
no comic or like nerd convention that's bigger. I think PAX might be getting close to it. PAX Prime anyway. But I still think Comic-Con is the biggest convention. Definitely the biggest nerd, like geeky comic convention.
That's not true anymore.
Probably the biggest convention.
No, that's not true anymore.
So what is the biggest convention?
No, I'm just saying, it's not geeky. I ran into a shitload of super hipsters.
Oh, okay.
I ran into so many people who didn't know their shit.
Themed.
Okay.
Biggest
Geek
geek theme.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who goes there. I'm saying the event
Because-
itself is the biggest in
Because
the
there could
US.
be plenty of people who are just scalpers that go there.
I know.
The hell out of
I've
me.
seen
Like,
plenty of people that
I want
just
to go to
do
this
that.
convention because it's popular. Why?
Oh.
People go there.
You mean
Why?
your sister?
Yeah. She fucking sent me a fucking message. Get me a t-shirt of Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever's popular. It's like,
Yeah.
Do
that
you-
second sentence.
do
Jesus
you
Christ.
not know what you're into? I thought you were into Batman. Yeah, I'm not into him
Or that
anymore.
continuation of
Yeah, because
I told you it was a fad.
Batman's not cool anymore. Which Batman's always cool. All right. It's just that this Batman is not very cool. But Batman's always been cool. Just look at the animated series.
This Batman is cool to a lot of people.
Dude, she's
He's cool, but it's not
how's
like
this?
he's no Christian Bale
Conroy.
Batman.
He's no Kevin Conroy
He's
Batman.
no Adam West Batman.
Mm.
He's no Lego Batman. All right.
He's no Val Kilmer Batman.
He's no Michael Keaton Batman.
He's no George Clooney Batman.
Damn it.
Yeah, fuck, I can't name it anymore.
He's
He's no
Catman.
He's no animated Batman.
The Batman.
no comic Batman.
He's no Arkham Asylum Batman.
He's no Gotham Batman.
Fucking he's
I
no
swear to
Earth
God.
616 Batman.
I swear to God, this isn't Geek Out, alright? But yeah, dude, she just like straight up, oh yeah, she's been making fun of me for years for being into comics. Suddenly the movies come out, oh, I'm a big fan for the longest time. It's like,
He's no Thomas Wayne Batman.
you've been quoting me. How the fuck does... You barely know shit about Batman. It's like, what's the code he puts into the alternate universe, the Justice Lords? Like, what was the numbers? It's like 1976 or some shit.
It's like the date of his first comic or
Yeah.
something like that.
It's like, how do you know that? It's the code I use. It's like, ask her, what is the code? Like, I don't know.
Listen, I love
Are you serious?
I love Batman, but I'm not gonna be able to tell you every single fucking detail that he does.
Look.
No, I gave her a simple one. Can you name 3 possible Robins? 3.
There's more or less only three or four possible
I
Robins.
get
There's a few other ones here and
Yeah,
there.
I know. But I had legitimately to ask, can you name 4 Robins?
No, like give her simple ones. Like, can you name the first Robin? And if her response was, "There is a first Robin,"
Look,
then you know, okay, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
no, the fact that...
Any fan of Batman knows that there is a Robin,
No,
and
here's
that
the
the
thing.
first one is Dick Grayson.
As soon as I said, can you name me 3? There's 3?
The whole thing with trivia is that it doesn't matter anymore, honestly. When people try to tell other people, like, oh, really, you love this character so much? Well, tell me this, That whole shit is arbitrary. It's no longer needed because even though someone is a fan, they could be someone who is learning the character still. You know what I mean? So you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. Unless they're your sister, then fuck her. I'm just saying,
or my one
if
coworker.
people who are liking it because it's a fad, fuck them, whatever. But people who genuinely like something but don't know too much about it, well, that's not their fault. They just haven't gotten too versed into the character.
As somebody who's grown up with her and had to deal with her shenanigans,
Yeah.
I can tell right away, this is going to be a fad.
I'm saying for her,
I can
it's
tell
okay
you-
to do that to her because...
Because she is a hipster. She's
Yeah,
only doing it
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it's fun.
But if someone is a genuine fan, but they really don't know anything, it's okay if they don't know anything.
You can almost
It's also
feel the
okay if you
difference.
are a genuine fan of something and you're not an expert. Like, I love Star Wars. I love everything Star Wars. I watch the movies all the time. I'm not going to be able to tell you every single fucking... I'm not going to be able to tell you the names of all the fucking members of the Cantina band. Some people can.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not those people. That doesn't make me a bad Star Wars fan.
Of course not.
I still love Star Wars eat and breathe Star Wars.
But there's this
I can't tell you every single little detail.
There was like a small moment that every once in a while your mind gets blown. What do you mean C-3PO's leg is red?
Yeah, but that's because I'm colorblind.
What do you mean his arm is silver?
It's the opposite. His
leg is red and his arm is silver.
No! That is what you just said.
I know! I'm repeating it for effect.
I had to say it just because he's colorblind. You can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that he had a fucked up...
At least yours was legitimate.
Like, I used to be a fucking jerk off.
Like for example, I love Star Wars. I had no idea until recently that R2-D2 sabotaged that other fucking droid so that he could get chosen by Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, and
I didn't know that he did that. I thought that droid just blew up.
He's a fucking thug.
That's a fucking broken droid. I'm not gonna buy that. No, R2-D2 sabotaged that motherfucker.
I used to be a fucking punk in high school where...
Used to be.
If a girl says, like, oh, I'm in love with this comic book character, I'm like, oh, really? Oh, what do you know about him? And I would ask them, like, trivia questions and shit that they probably didn't know. And I would feel all high and mighty and shit, but that
didn't work out so well when you met us. We schooled your ass.
Hell we did.
It wasn't even that. Why the fuck would you do that? They're not gonna like it more because you're being a dick to them.
They're not gonna like you more because you're a dick to them.
That too.
Listen, they're women.
There's literally no upside to doing that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's how I definitely was in high school. That's changed since then.
And the way I approach it, if someone says like, "Oh, what do you like about this character? Like, what are some fun moments or like some characters that you like from like the repertoire of villains or whatever?"
I like the fact that R2-D2 beeps. Is that it?
I'm not gonna ask them like, "Oh, can you name me every single like Batman villain?" It's like, "Oh, what do you like about Batman?
Yeah.
What do you like? What of Batman have you seen that made you like him?"
Mm-hmm.
It's like that kind of thing because then you can kind of gauge what they know and what they're a fan of and kind of get the gist of whether or not they've seen like the Christian Bale Batman. They're like, "I love this Batman. I want to know more," or it's like Batman's cool, so I like Batman.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily that I thought I was superior to them, but I did think that if they weren't able to answer my questions, that they were clearly
beneath you.
I thought that they were in it for it being a fad or because they thought someone was hot. When a girl had told me that she liked Thor, I was like, oh, it's because he's very handsome, huh? I did not want to believe it was because she genuinely likes him as a character. I just thought that she thought Chris Hemsworth was hot.
It's not your fault. Not a lot of people like Thor as a character.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, it's true. Not a lot of people.
But that's how I was growing up, and now I'm willing to give people the benefit of the doubt and say, like, you know what, they probably know...
Well, was that because we trashed you, like, immediately?
No.
When you tried that on us?
Had nothing to do with you guys. And did I try to be superior to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't remember that.
You tried and we just stomped you.
Okay.
Yes. It was pretty much a lot of stuff that he couldn't get, I got, and a lot of stuff that I couldn't get, he got.
Oh, you guys covered each other, basically.
Yeah. More or less. And there was some other people in there.
Every now and then there would be things that I would know, I would hope, but...
Yeah, you came to us for answers, like, yeah...
I was like big into the video game stuff. I got a lot of that trivia right.
Okay.
Yeah, you tried that on us. We just
took you down quite a peg.
Okay.
I think after that, you calmed your ass down. Like, oh my god, you're here! And we just started talking about Venom or Spider-Man for a solid 2 hours. At the
I really want to know how the fuck I approached you guys about the trivia thing.
I vaguely remember it was just that we would, because we had a little group of friends and we would just talk about something.
Yeah.
It's like we're talking about Venom, and then you just ask questions like, "Oh, do you guys know this?" And we're like, "Yeah, and we know that because of this."
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like you would try to bring up all these stuff to make it look, "Oh, like, did you guys know this? Did you guys know that?" It's like, and we would always more or less reply like, "Yeah, we already know this because of this," or "We already know this because of this." So every time you try to bring up like, "Oh, did you guys know this? Because I know this." It's like, "Yeah, we already know that, fucker. Shut the fuck up and just join the conversation. Don't try to be superior to us. We're all here. We're all stupid together.
We're all having fun.
We're all having fun. We're all discussing all sorts of crazy shenanigans, like what happens if Bane would fight Venom, but whatever."
We tried to death battle and analyze the shit out of that shit.
I'm glad you guys took me down a peg then in that case.
Yes. I think that was just natural. I don't know if we actually intended to do that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I vaguely remember talking about comics and shit there.
I also apologize if I came off that way. I don't know if I was trying to, but if I was, then...
It was like 8 years ago now.
I don't remember.
Same time. I'm pretty sure that's how we got each other's numbers. Like, let's keep talking about Marvel Comic-Con shit.
Yeah, luckily I didn't make too bad of an impression.
Clearly, because we're hanging out now.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, it was like 2008, 2009. Me and Ducky's first year, we waited in line like, oh, you know what? We're going to sell next year's tickets. Ducky found that. I was like,
that was not 2008. That was 2010.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh shit!
It's like, okay, yeah, let's wait on for next year.
Because the tickets to 2010, I just randomly popped up. I don't even remember how I remember to check, because I'd always wanted to go to Comic-Con, even like in middle school and high school and everything, and I just couldn't go because I didn't have the money and no one would fucking take me. So I just randomly, like after high school, I just somehow remembered that Comic-Con's going on and there's tickets are available. And this was like way back when, where it was like,
when tickets were easier to get.
Tickets are still on sale for like they go on sale at like 8 in the morning. They're still being sold up until like 1 p.m. I was like, oh,
that never fucking
Saturday starting to run low at 1 p.m. 5 hours into the sale.
You better hurry to get your ticket.
I was like, and granted, some of that was like it took quite a while to even get into the queue, because I remember it took me like 2.5 hours to get into the queue.
Yeah.
But even then, it was like fucking 4 or 5 hours before they started getting low on Saturday tickets. Mm-hmm. And I remember I called this motherfucker Smokey and I was like, hey, do you want to go to Comic-Con? He's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then we fucking went. And then at that Comic-Con, we figured out, or we heard that they were going to be selling 2011 Comic-Con tickets. They're at the hotel, the Marriott, I think.
Yeah.
Which is like right next door. This was before they started really branching out into like the downtown, the Gaslamp district, where it was just being taken over. Pretty much everything was still in the convention center. And then it was still small, more or less. Or not small, but it was still like held in place. Condensed, still inside the convention center. That they had like tickets for the next year's inside the hotel ballroom that was like right next door. Now, in the recent years we went, it's like, oh no, that's completely taken over by fucking Xbox or whoever the fuck. And it's like, oh, that ballroom and this ballroom and like pretty much every open spot in this hotel that's not a hotel room is taken over by Comic-Con stuff. It's like, that's not how it was originally.
I think like last year, like we did that. We got what's his face, DeJiro over there. We got him like, oh shit, 6 o'clock, we're in. Do we know anybody else who can go? We were like scrambling. Like, do you want to call DeJiro?
They barely even knew me.
Smokey knew you better than I did.
Barely. He just came to the Blue Fence more often.
Yeah.
And even then, we talked about the same shit all the time.
We would always fight about this.
We're never close. We just talked geek shit. That was it.
And I mean, just bond over what you know.
Yeah. Rubber Ducky here is like writing down.
Apparently, I thought I knew shit.
Writing down like the info for everything. I just called up DeJiro. Yo, I know it's 5 o'clock in like the fucking morning.
God damn.
But next year you want to go to Comic-Con with us?
I was so surprised and taken aback. I didn't know how to answer that.
It's pretty much what happened to my friend really. He has a nickname, but it's somewhat an offensive nickname.
It's Jew.
It's Jew, but it's not like Jew. It's Joo, which is a reference to South Park. Mm-hmm. And he's not even Jewish. It's a reference to South Park because we had a whole thing in high school where we would talk a lot of South Park and everything. So that became his nickname. But for current reference, we're just gonna call him Cuddly Panda because I don't necessarily feel comfortable calling him the Jew.
Is he gonna kick your ass?
If someone doesn't know the context of why we call him the Jew in the future. So from here on out, I will refer to him as Cuddly Panda.
That'll work.
But yeah, it's because this year we all got our tickets for Comic-Con. With preview night and everything. And then last year at Comic-Con, on one of the bus rides back to our hotel room, I sat down next to this incredibly attractive Daphne cosplayer.
Oh yeah.
And I was chit-chatting her and everything, whatever, and she was telling me about the volunteer system and how that works and everything. I was like, you telling me you can just volunteer and you get a free fucking badge?
Yeah, and they can...
You get a free badge for every day? And she was telling me all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, all you gotta do is sign up for the fucking email and you gotta sign up to be a volunteer. And if you get chosen, you get a free fucking badge and you're fine.
Can you cosplay as you volunteer?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I know what you must go as.
Which is?
Hugo Strange.
No. I know that you can do whatever you want because I've seen in years prior where it's like, oh, Deadpool's like telling me where to go in line management and he's in full Deadpool getup and he's got his volunteer stuff on.
I say Hugo Strange just because you can always have a chair.
Also, this year, my first shift, I was originally paired up with a girl that was cosplayed as Terra. So I can tell you that they can cosplay.
I say go
Terra
as Hugo...
from Teen Titans, correct?
Terra from Teen Titans.
I say go as Hugo Strange.
Very good Terra, by the way.
Just because you can have a chair with you at all times and just be like sitting back like a psychiatrist. Just tell me your problems.
Well, then we can bring a chair.
It's part of my cosplay.
I mean, based on the fucking shifts that I got this year, they'll just give me a chair.
Damn. Okay, cool.
I said what I said. Just like lean back. Tell me your problems. I can fix you.
But yeah,
you will give me your number.
I think you should be Hugo Strange.
Oh please, I can't be that smart.
But so I signed up for after she told me all this stuff. I signed up for the volunteering thing, and then I told you two fuckers, hey, this is the information I got from Daphne Chick. Sign up to be a volunteer, and you guys were just like, no, whatever. And I did that, and then I got the email saying, hey, at this point, at this time, go to this registration page and sign up to be a volunteer, and if you get chosen, you get chosen. And lo and behold, I got chosen to be a volunteer, and I could have refunded my entire fucking badge and gone to Comic-Con for free, except that they wouldn't have given me the preview day, which sucks because I actually emailed them about it.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah, which sucks. I asked them specifically, like, can I refund, like, Thursday through Sunday and just keep my badge as, like, a Wednesday badge? They're like, no, because you can only have Wednesday badge, like, preview night, if you have the other 4 days. So we can't refund you the 4 days and you keep the preview, even though you have a volunteer badge. Oh. So I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll keep both then, for shits and giggles. I didn't think anything of it until I got there and I had my 2 badges in hand. I was like, wait a minute, I have 2 badges. What can I do with this? So I called up a friend. I was like, hey, any chance you could show up to San Diego right now? I know it's like last minute. Can you do it? And it was like one of my former coworkers. It was like, no, I'm sorry, man. I can't show up. I was like, all right, I'm going to get a hold of your girlfriend. And I was like, all right, I called the girlfriend. I was like, hey, you know that hot cosplayer chick that you know? Would she be interested in coming to Comic-Con? Because I know she would love it. She loves to cosplay. I know she would love to do it. She's like, and they told me, she doesn't even have a car, dude. So there's no way she's coming. I was like, fuck. All right, I'm going to call. Who am I going to call? I'm going to call our other friend who I had tried to ask out and it failed. I don't think I failed miserably, but I did fail. Let's just say I failed.
Sure.
I didn't want to.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out. I didn't want to come off as like I was really desperate to like try and win her approval by offering.
Yeah, because all of a sudden, like, here's a ticket.
Here's a ticket to like the biggest convention in nerdom.
And I know you like that shit. So
and I know you know that I've asked you out already. So yeah. I was like hesitant. I told you guys that I was hesitant. She would be like the last resort if I couldn't find a friend that could do it. So when I called up Cuddly Panda, I was like, hey, any chance you could just show up to San Diego for a Comic-Con? And he was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I happen to have 2 badges on me, and I don't know what the fuck to do with the other one. He's like, fuck yeah, I can make it. And he just like fucking showed up at like Saturday morning. Took a train here. We fucking.
One of the best things is, he was like legitly like DaTreeHouse's first year there.
Yep.
He was so unprepared.
He was awestruck.
We gave DaTreeHouse a list of shit that he needed. But he didn't take it seriously. Like, no, you're gonna find out why we have.
I mean, weren't you guys awestruck when you guys first went?
No,
you weren't.
I was prepared. I had a camera and everything.
Okay, but you weren't like about it all.
No.
Okay.
I remember the first year I lugged my fucking heavy ass MacBook Pro, and I actually
only because you forgot your fucking phone.
No, I had my phone.
No, your first year. Your first year, your phone was here.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot my phone here.
Motherfucker.
The computer had nothing to do with it. It's just that I was prepared to wait in line for a long time, so I took my computer to keep myself occupied. And man, was that fucking thing heavy. And I also apparently was just really tired, and I just passed out for like 10 minutes on the second floor where all the panels are.
Yeah.
I just remember like lying down. I was like doing something on my computer, and then I just like
click.
I'm down for like 10 minutes. I was like, oh my god, I fell asleep. That's embarrassing. Luckily, no one noticed, hopefully.
Nah, they noticed, I'm sure.
Probably.
But yeah, say anything, though. I mean,
I learned not to fall asleep. I learned do not sit down unless you're prepared to fall asleep. Mm-hmm. Oh. That's what I learned that first year.
The first year I was like, first year I learned was like, okay, I have no idea where the fuck he is. He has no phone. I can't contact him. How do I think like a rubber duck? You know what? I'm gonna take 200,000 of Canada's people's money
and float in the water.
What am I gonna do then? Go to the Gears of War panel. All right, I'm going. I found him there.
I see you saw that article.
It was like I had no way to contact you. Like, where am I gonna go? Shit, there's a Gears of War panel. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be there.
And we all know Robert Ducky loves his Gears of War, so
yeah, I'm a big fan of Gears of War, and I'm a big fan of Star Wars, clearly. And I didn't have my phone. I had no way to contact Smokey here. I didn't even know where the fucking hotel was. But I would have figured it out eventually, hopefully.
Eventually.
But we lost each other. And we have no way to get a hold of each other. And the only way this fucker finds me is he looks at the guide and is like, well, in this panel room there's a Star Wars panel followed by a Gears of War panel. Probably gonna be there. And that's exactly where I was.
Lo and behold.
That's exactly where I was.
I see him like there, all struck up the stage. Like, it can't be him, can it?
That is some brilliant deductive reasoning right there. So.
Two things that I love back to back. Clearly, that's where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, especially in your first year. So.
Fuck yeah.
It was like one of like the stupidest and like proudest moments of my life. Like, I have to think like a rubber duck just absorbing money. Here, 100% here.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was good. That was when I met Cliffy B for the first time.
Yeah.
Which
no! Don't forget, you got Anya's picture before everybody else.
True.
Was that year or the year after?
You mean Nan McNamara, the voice actress?
No, I'm the cosplayer.
Oh, the cosplayer. It's Maria. It's a very famous cosplayer. I'm blanking on the name.
I think I know who you're talking about.
But it was a very famous cosplayer. And I got a picture with her like almost immediately. There was like no crowd.
Before
and then we
went into the panel.
Yeah, and before she went into the panel. And then after the panel, everyone went outside to go find the fucking Gears of War trike. And she was just swarmed with like picture requests. I was like, I'm so fucking glad I got a picture with you beforehand.
Yeah.
Because her armor was good. It was fucking great.
And she was next to the trike.
She was next to the trike, which was... I got a picture of her next to the trike, and I think riding the trike as well, because they let her get on it.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I remember going through your pictures, yeah.
Day shit was fun. Where's that trike now, I wonder? I would want to ride that trike.
I imagine it being like Epic Games, like fucking Hall of...
No, they gave it to someone.
Ah.
They actually gave that away. That was a whole contest thing. Which I signed up for, and I unfortunately did not win. Otherwise, I'd be driving that trike fucking everywhere.
Or a land speeder.
Oh, that's the fucking little kitty land speeder at the
Yeah.
Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah, I think it was bad.
God, I've never wanted to have a child more in my life. Then when I like turn a corner, I'm like, what is that? Because like little kids have their like little Jeeps and like little trucks or whatever that they can drive. They're like little like tiny battery power things. I saw that. I was like, what is this? This little tiny thing? Is this just like a thing where kids can take photos? Like, oh no, this is a fully drivable like little land speeder. I was
Coming
like,
soon.
I want a child right now.
Right now.
I need to have like a 4-year-old child right now so I can buy this
for left and right. Like, get my baby. Ugh.
I must have a child.
My babies.
Where's my niece when I need her? I need a reason to buy this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my nieces already have like 5 different little Jeeps each, so I'm not about to add to that.
Because your dad is insane.
If you did have a child, I'm pretty sure it'd be something like, or like, Daddy Ducky, I'm gonna go ride my land speeder. Like, I'm gonna join you.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna join you in my adult land speeder.
Like, no, without me, you're not.
No, it's like...
how dare you assume you can ride that without me?
No, it's like, Daddy Ducky, I'm gonna go ride my land speeder out in the streets. Like, alright, don't forget your lightsaber, son. You don't know what's going out there.
It's like...
That's the kind of dad I would be.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, safety first. Here's a lightsaber. Make sure you protect yourself. You don't want to run into any more of those fucking... the Tusken Raiders or any of the fucking glowy eyed fuckers.
The Bigfoot?
No,
I know what it is. I want him to get it.
God,
I just remember what it was while we were eating ramen earlier.
because I remember Sith punting them in Force Unleashed, which I think I said before.
Yeah, and Smokey always said Utati.
Yes. What is the fucking name?
Come on.
It's not Jawas. Is it Jawas?
Piece of shit.
It's Jawas, dude.
Why do I always forget their goddamn name?
It's okay.
Oh man,
I'm surprised you were hinting at it like you knew it.
I did.
Like Houdini.
Only because I played the Star Wars, The Old Republic.
Oh, because last time you didn't call them that and you just call them Utides, whatever. So,
yeah.
So I just thought that you thought... No, I just thought that you did
No, I 100% knew because like I thought back to the old Star Wars, The Old Republic. I was like,
Back to the Future.
What the fuck did I help these? Oh, that's right. Yeah, the fucking those things.
Yeah.
I think there is actually a Jawa
so
Jedi, by the way.
A Jawa Jedi? Are you serious?
Yes.
Do you ever see its face?
No, fuck
That's
no.
crazy.
I don't.
I have to admit, though,
I don't believe you ever actually do see their faces ever.
I think I'd be a terrible father only because I teach my kid how to steal.
You're a terrible person in general.
I wouldn't be mad that like he stole something. I'd be mad that he got caught.
What if your kid stole his kid's land speeder?
Did you get caught? No? Okay.
But then you'd randomly show up with a land speeder. I'd be like, that looks an awful lot like the T-16 land speeder that my son or daughter suddenly lost.
Bullseye.
Used to bullseye. That's it.
No, clearly this is a T-17 that happens to have your name and initials on it.
Nah. I don't believe that for a fucking second, bro. You would not be a good enough father to buy your child a land speeder.
No, I'd steal it for him.
Exactly. And I would be the only person you know with a little land speeder toy for my kid to drive. Suddenly mine's missing and yours shows up with one? That's a little suspect. I'm not going to believe a single word you say.
I mean, if
I stole it, I don't believe you. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure like there's only a few people that can actually customize that shit for you, and I'm one of them.
What would I want to customize it for? I can't write it. My kid's going to write it.
No, customize it for him, damn it.
He's a fucking 4-year-old, theoretically, because the child that I have, that doesn't exist.
He's going to be 4 when he gets a land speeder, let's just be clear.
Yeah, he's going to get a land speeder when he's 4, alright?
Like I said,
he's going to get a lightsaber at 2 and a land speeder at 4.
That can probably make one.
So you better be careful. Wait till he's like 3 or something.
A lightsaber?
Yeah.
That's not a choking hazard.
It could be.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. There's nothing that actually falls off.
Yeah, there's nothing that falls off.
Unless he like bangs it against the wall.
You could pull it apart,
Mm-hmm.
but you got to have a lot more than 2-year-old baby strength to pull it apart.
You could suck on it.
And do what?
And choke on it.
Choking implies that it's stuck in there. You just pull it out.
I'm just saying. If you're not around, who knows?
I'm more concerned about him slicing his arm off with that lightsaber.
Now you're implying it's a real one.
Why wouldn't it be a real one?
You swear like I'm not going to give his kid a dangerous weapon.
We're going to be living in the future anytime soon, alright? Tesla's taking charge of it.
That's true.
Oh, apparently you can spend $500 for a Jeep size, like one of your nieces have, a legit Tesla. For $500 for a kid.
Why the fuck would you spend $500 for that for a kid?
No, because apparently it actually will go up to 20 miles an hour.
Again, for a kid, why?
Tesla said is like, we're just trying to make shit smaller and smaller and more efficient. This is a good test subject. Does it work yet?
Oh yeah, let's test it on some kids.
Yeah.
That's pure genius and not gonna involve any lawsuits anytime soon.
Listen, your kid hit my kid.
You thought of it. Let's do it.
Your kid hit my kid. Your kid was drinking. No, it wasn't.
Look at that spilled juice over there. Of course he was drinking.
I can imagine kid lawsuits. Who was speeding? He was. I see you have the sports model.
I see you were... Why were you speeding? I was trying to get away from the cooties. Like, oh, okay.
I'm just imagining cops, right? But like Star Wars themed. Talking to these kids and pulling over...
stormtroopers?
Yes, I suppose.
Imperial?
And pulling over kids in their little land speeders, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, is there any way you can prove to me that you were not drunk right now? And it's like the kids all drunk and like,
this is
I'll
not
try
the drunk.
spinning. That's a good trick. It's something like that, you know?
No. Like he just like does the Jedi thing. Like I'm not as drunk as you think I am.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's worked. I try to use a Jedi mind trick a lot more than I should.
Yeah.
I got an A on that test.
No, you didn't. I tried the Force more than I should have.
The will is strong in this one.
The Force, like the Force
choke?
choke?
Pulling something to me.
Yeah, I do that on
I
a
did it a
regular
lot
basis.
as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I remember at work there was something that like goes up and down. Like you press a button and it goes down and it's on a timer so it goes up. At one point I was just like bored and like I pushed the button to go down and I'm waiting for it to go back up.
So you can.
So and as it's about to go up because it like beeps before it's gonna do that. I'm just like pretending to be using the Force to like lift it up, and then I just hear laughter behind me because my manager's looking at me. I was like, "Fuck! Did you see that?" It's like, "Yeah, I saw that."
How intense were you? Like, did you have a fucking baby
I was
on
like,
your head when you were doing it?
I wasn't like super intense,
My
but I was like,
chlorines are low today.
I was like kind of like casually like using the Force to lift up this thing.
Yeah.
And then behind me, I just hear laughter. I think she was the only one that noticed too.
Okay.
But she's also a nerd, so she understood it.
Yeah.
She got it immediately. It's like, were you trying to fucking Force push that thing up there? It's like, yeah.
It's working. You're making me lose my concentration.
God, that would be fucking fun to be a Jedi.
It would be.
Aside from the no sex.
Yeah. Anakin got around it, though.
Yes. And look what happened to him.
Yep.
Clearly, Star Wars has taught us a lesson. Sex leads to the dark side.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
That's all I've learned because...
Doesn't matter how much cookies they throw at us. Dark side's better.
The dark side is
What if
bad.
you're already on the dark side?
Like you?
Please, Palpatine has dealt it on me.
You can come back from the dark side.
Yeah.
I'm not Mace Windu.
Vader did.
Vader did not.
No.
Anakin did. I would argue they're two separate people.
Fine.
Kind of.
Fine. Vader is.
I only say that just for...
Vader is an alias when he becomes dark side.
Yeah.
Just like Miley Cyrus.
But there's other Jedi that have done it. Like Quinlan Vos has done it.
Okay.
And because he was a Jedi, he had a whole fucking interesting backstory where in episode I believe 2, he's just a random character in the background. No name, no nothing, no information whatsoever.
Wait, which one's Quinlan Vos?
He's the guy with like the Native American looking guy.
Okay. He's the one that is, well, not friends, but Obi-Wan doesn't like him that much, right? Is that him?
I think so. I think it's Obi-Wan doesn't like him because he turns to the dark side.
Oh.
Although he turns to the dark side because he's undercover, and he's not actually on the dark side. But then he falls in love with Asajj Ventress and actually turns to the dark side.
Oh shit!
And then he realizes, oh shit, I'm in the dark side for real now.
Does he have tracking skills?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it the one who helped him fight Cad Bane?
I believe so.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I can show you a photo real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah,
show me later.
Quinlan Vos is one of the people that have gone like directly to the dark side, and then have come back.
I see.
So, how would your theoretical 4-year-old kid be? Because for some reason I imagine Ducky's to be like a girl.
I prefer
just because he hates his daughter.
I would want it to be a daughter.
Listen, that's a fucking fable, right? And that my daughter would be in a bitch. I couldn't discipline her, so all I had to do was throw fireballs on the ground. That's all I could do. All right, that was all I could do.
He hated his daughter so much. Like, bitch won't leave me alone whenever I'm in town.
Look, I just picture my kid being a 4-year-old daughter named Ellie. That's what I would name her, based off Ellie from The Last of Us. And it won't be short for Eleanor, just Ellie. Yeah, that's him.
Yep, that's Quinlan Vos.
Ducky just showed me the picture, so.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd be not mad that my kid would, like I said, ever get, stealing stuff. I'd be mad that he got caught. I disciplined him for that. Like, I taught you better. How the fuck did you get caught?
Were you trying to ask me, like, how my little girl would be, like, personality-wise? Well, hopefully...
No, not like that. I mean, like, clearly Ducky's gonna go with the Force. I'm just gonna go, like, you're gonna be a rogue.
Well, hopefully mine would be kind of... Okay, look, if we're going Star Wars-y, then she'd be like, She'd be like a Leia. And I mean that as in she is smart, and she's got, individuality, but she's still a daddy's girl.
But then she'll go with the rogue.
Maybe eventually. When she's older, in her teens. But in the meantime, she'll be my precious little girl.
Precious little slave Leia.
That just means I gotta teach my kid about foodies quickly.
Yeah.
This is how you
Are you sure you wouldn't prefer to turn your kid into a Spectre and not a Jedi?
I don't know. I'd imagine him to be like Beta Ray Bill.
That's a whole different universe.
Yeah.
No, I just meant his kid in general. Like, I don't care about Star Wars. Like, I imagine him as Beta Ray Bill just because, like, you need a Mjolnir.
Then I would need to get married and kill Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yes. Or an actual horse. Which,
yes. Which
I don't know if you can do that because the horse dick is gonna just tear up your insides.
Yeah, and the horse won't even fill my dick, so yeah.
You can't even satisfy a horse vagina.
Mm-mm.
Not with that tiny little Asian dick of yours.
Don't think so.
Nope.
Yep.
You need like a hefty like Ron Jeremy dick.
Yeah.
To even like barely like tickle her fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's got an arm.
Even make it mark.
Too.
Yeah, but jizz doesn't come out of that arm.
I'll have to put in a glove and artificially inseminate it like a cow. So.
Yeah. But then you're taking all the fun out of it.
Wait.
Fucking a horse.
Wait, you're telling me there is no male cow?
He's fucking Smokey's referencing a conversation we had earlier where at one of my work, because I work security at another place. At the other place, before we left for Comic-Con, we were doing delivery and everything, and we're just talking this shit about whatever. I don't exactly remember how the conversation led to talking about cows.
So farm animals, huh? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah, I mean that one show had that dude cow with udders. That doesn't sound right.
Cow and chicken?
The dude cow of udders.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
The barnyard animals, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
the
true.
dude cow that had udders.
Yeah, that show was...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a dude.
That had udders.
That had udders, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we were just...
and drank from it.
I didn't really watch the show. Or see the movie.
Neither did I. All I saw was fucking trailers for it. Like, I don't give a shit. But yeah,
Also,
go back to your...
There's
movies,
a pig
whatever.
in there.
Apparently Sheen was in there.
Yeah, Sheen's the rat.
There's a rat?
Yeah, you never watched it, so you wouldn't know, but there was a rat.
I remember there being a cow and a pig.
Yeah. The rat was your friend. He was usually on the pig.
I remember seeing an episode here and there, but I don't remember a lot of the characters. I just distinctly remember the fucking cow and the pig.
I believe there's also a chicken.
And the farmer.
Yes,
the farmer.
there is.
Okay.
There's a what now?
Chicken too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's also the crazy farmer's wife who tried to prove that they were alive and intelligent.
Oh yeah,
I vaguely remember that.
She's always trying to prove that they're up and talking and walking around. So.
Yes, but back to the whole cow thing. We were talking. I was talking with my coworkers, and we're just shooting the shit, whatever, getting ready for delivery. And then the conversation turns to cows for some reason, and then one of them mentions how he mentions there being like a male cow or whatever. No, we were talking about beef because we were talking about
Moo.
we were talking about how you would something about eating a cow, and I told him like you realize that a dairy cow is not the same as a beef cow. I was like, what do you mean? It was like a beef cow is bred specifically to be slaughtered and eaten. A milk cow is bred specifically to give milk, and
milked.
will always give milk and everything. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I explained the whole thing. I was like, oh, yeah, that would make sense. And then I told him yeah, probably when the milk cow gets really old, then they slaughter it and eat it.
Yeah.
Sure. And then he asked like, what about the male cows? I was like, the what now?
The
like,
male cow.
The male cows.
Cow, yeah.
Where the male cows and all this. Like, there are no male cows. What are you talking about? There's got to be a male cow.
I mean, how else would they,
how else do you get more cows?
Make a baby.
I was like, a bull? What do you mean a bull fucks a cow? I was like, do you not know that a bull is a female cow? Like, what?
A male cow.
Yeah, a male cow?
Yeah.
What? I'm like, yeah, there's no such thing as a male cow, just like there's no such thing as a female bull. It's like, what? You're blowing my mind right now. It's like, yeah, did you think there are male cows and female bulls?
Well, then what the fuck is a buffalo then?
Yeah, he was like, well, then what the fuck is an ox? It's like, what the fuck is a German Shepherd to a husky? It's just a different type of bull. So what the fuck is what was the other thing that he
buffalo.
said? What the fuck is a buffalo?
Bison.
Yeah, bison was the one that says like,
yak.
what the fuck is a German Shepherd to a husky to a corgi? It's just
different.
They're all bovines, just different species of them.
Yeah.
It's like, you're blowing my mind, dude. I had no idea this was even a thing. I was like, how can you be so dumb?
Dude, this just reminds me of like the Seinfeld episode where like George Costanza's dad is like when he's like, okay, so there's just these there's the chickens, there's the hens, and there's a rooster. The chickens have the chickens have sex with a rooster. Who the hell is having sex with the hens or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody explains to him like the rooster has sex with the hen. They're both chickens.
Yeah.
It's like, you're kidding me, right? No, the rooster has sex with all of them. It's like, well, shit, man, my mind is blown.
Pretty much.
Oh my god, dude, it was so stupid. It's like, as he explained this, like my mind is like, I can't. This generation is going to hell.
Smokey,
we're all dead.
Do you have any stories from Comic-Con besides the fact that you were pretty much at the Shadow of War booth all day, every fucking day?
I looked at the barnyard animals. There's a female bull. Wait, are those horns or are those ears? No, those are ears. That's a cow. Yeah, 2 cows. One very sassy black cow that gives chocolate milk.
Of course she does.
I don't know if she does on the show.
I was saying, do you have any stories from Comic-Con, Smokey, besides the fact that you were at Shadow of War booth all day, every day?
Listen, I got close to the employees, and they just let me run wild.
Yeah, he was there discovering glitches left and right and helping them pretty much.
Glitches for the bitches.
What?
What? You heard me.
Okay, well, pretty much just look at the game and discover what's wrong with it.
I found so many fucking bugs and glitches. Like eventually, I was like either one of the programmers or the IT guys were just there watching me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I found this bug. Like apparently, if I vault over this guy, the guy with the shield and spear, if there's two of them that's attacking me at the same time, apparently I just jumped 50 feet in the fucking air.
Didn't they want to hire you on the spot?
There was a dude there who was a community manager for the Xbox or Shadow of War community thing. He was like, "Do you want a job as a beta tester?" I was like, "I've applied, dude." Really? Where? Here, there, everywhere. But I've never gotten a call. Like, did you apply in this area? Nah, it's a bit too far. Well, I was like, dude, just apply. I'm pretty sure you'll get it because I'm surprised you found all these fucking bugs. Like, no, dude, I found bugs and cheese moves. What do you mean cheese moves? Well, apparently, if you go to the Overlord and you go up into the rafters where the mostly archers hide, if he's it only works if he's not range proof. Because
if he is susceptible to range attack, then you can do that.
You can do this. Because I just pulled him up there, and we just had a 1-1 fight. Like, oh, okay.
Which would have been really useful to know when I was playing it.
Like, straight up, like, I just pulled him up there, and the dude who was watching me at the time was like, how the fuck did you learn to do that? It's like, it was in the skills ability. I can pull people, man. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, I've never would have thought of that. Then he saw me vault over him, just do my fury attack, like a guy was immune to executions. I stopped there, pin him, go around, stun him again, and just kept trying to kill him over and over again. It's like, did you stop your combo? Yeah, it usually starts procking, or the fury attack. It will proc after like 6 or 5 attacks.
Like he'll learn how to counter.
Yeah, he'll learn how to adapt. Like even then, when like when I put it to Nemesis mode, like the hardest difficulty, I found out. I started to know when he was gonna adapt to my moves. So I was like, okay, after I do this, I have to use a move I'm never gonna fucking use again because he's gonna adapt to it. I was like, watch this, he's gonna adapt to me. I went in and just tried to execute him. He adapted. It's like, well, how did you know that? No, it's 5 or 6, man. I go in for the fury combo stun. It's like, okay, I'm gonna make him immune to arrows right now. I just adapt right there. It's like, how did you learn that? It's like, I played this game for like 3 days, and did none of your beta testers figure this out? Because I did. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, you're blowing my mind at how much you knew about this stuff. And the last fucking day, too, he was just there. I was like, just come over here. You don't need to wait in line. I was like, are you sure? Yeah, just go wild. It's like,
seriously?
Yeah, he was
Did
just
they
like,
give you unlimited time, too? Because they were giving everyone else like 18 minutes to play. Did they give you longer time?
No, I said the time limit, but like, I just skipped the line. It's like, okay, whatever. I came home with a shitload of fucking medals.
Yeah, the booth gave you a pin every time you went to play Shadow of War, and he had a bag full of them at the end of it. So
the sad part was, I started handing them out to people, like, hey.
I would think you just stop accepting them.
Yeah, I did at some point, for a day. Then I went back for more.
Yeah, pretty much.
I started handing them out to people.
He was hoarding it.
Come check out the Shadow of Mordor booth. It's like, I'm not an employee, but I've played the game a bunch.
And I love the game. I always want to support them in their beautiful game, so.
You just support whatever Xbox has in that corner every time we go.
That's not true. I hated the Gears of War one.
You were still at the Xbox.
Went.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, to get you a fucking skin, dude.
Yeah, and then what about every other year? Every time we go to Comic-Con, you're always there. Meanwhile, me and Dojiro here are like, oh, let's go do this. Let's go meet this cosplayer. Let's go to this signing.
Like
let's go buy this thing.
That's like 3 years in a row. But like after what was it, day 1, we usually get all our shit done. It's like, well, okay, now what do? I'm not into cosplayers like these guys. I'm not willing to go out in the sun. I'm just gonna stay inside and play video games.
We don't go out in the sun. We stay inside.
Like
it's we go out.
Like I said, I'm not gonna go outside in the sun. So what am I gonna do?
We only go.
I'm gonna stay indoors and play video games.
I guess you got a point there. But we only go out to the sun to go to another building to give blood. That's it.
Yeah. Except for that one other time where they made me go on a treasure hunt to get the Power Ranger shirt. Mm-hmm. I had to go outside.
Oh yeah. I got
scavenger
that one too.
hunts.
The Ranger shirt with all the Red Rangers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I
and
got
the
one
with the White Ranger.
Huh.
Was it one? Right?
Yeah, the White Ranger. Because there's literally no representation of the second season of Die Ranger in there, so they had to put the fucking thing. Although
I've asked when Ubisoft was still there, I'd ask them like, you guys still do the Assassin's Creed things, right? Yeah. On when they were releasing the third one, I asked them like, when are you gonna here's an idea. Why don't you have data fragments all throughout the con and maybe out there scattered throughout San Diego? If 9 of us maybe have 500 of them, if 9 of us are gathered here at the booth, you authenticate them, like RDFI authenticate these fuckers, and if they haven't been used, you showed only the 9 of us a special screening.
That'd be cool.
And the guy there at the booth is like, hold on. He comes back with somebody else. Like, I explained to him my idea. It's like, scatter like 500 of these like data fragments from the game. There's like little square cubes with RDI of them. Like, I don't know how expensive that is, but just have it like.
But if it's only 9, it can't be too expensive.
No, it's like 500 of
500.
them.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
But like in these little cubes, but if 9 of us are gathered at the booth, you authenticate them. Like, we didn't use them yet, or like how many times they've been used. I don't know. Whatever.
Ideally,
you show like the people who have them a special screening or a special gameplay of them or some shit like that. They're like, that is a magnificent idea. I wish you were here earlier for this. Like, I told this to the dude last year. What the fuck happened?
How much earlier were you thinking?
I don't know. I was like, that's a fucking amazing idea. It's like, he was like, how did you learn that? I got it from the game. You run around collecting memory fragments all over the fucking place.
Yeah, I fucking hate that.
Yeah, I was like, you might as well just do it here.
Shadow of Mordor does it best, where it's like, every collectible is on the map. Second you're on the map, every collectible's on the map. Get it or don't? I'm good. It's on the map. It's not like fucking Assassin's Creed where it's like, I don't know what shit is. You gotta go to the little tower thing with the eagle sink, your viewpoint, and you'll see some of them. You're not gonna see all of them though.
Yeah, and when you see some of them might be outside of a boundary you can't get to yet because the map is not locked yet. I mean, it's not unlocked yet.
Just like when I had to go kill that fucking bear in Assassin's Creed 3. It's like, follow these tracks to this undying bear. Okay. Fuck. Well, I can't go in there. I guess I gotta go choose a different fucking mission.
Such bullshit, man.
Yes, total BS. Although they did start doing it in later on Assassin's Creed where it's like you just have access to the whole fucking map. There might be a small, tiny little bit where it's like, this is like end of the game type stuff.
It's like main mission things.
It's like main mission things where you can't access it. But pretty much like in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, it's like the second you get to London, free reign of London. Go wherever the fuck you want. Aside from...
That's a good thing.
I think the Queen's area, but that you can technically go in there. It's just heavily fucking guarded.
It's just super restricted.
It's just super restricted and heavily fucking guarded.
It's not restricted. It's like, you can definitely go in there. But
you can go in there, but you can get your ass kicked.
So yeah, restricted.
Yeah, very restricted.
In Assassin's Creed terms.
Yeah.
Or in like Black Flag, where it's just once you get your ship, you go where the fuck you want.
Yeah, just try not to die.
Try not to die. Go hunt those white whales that do nothing for you, or those treasures that do nothing, or those animus fragments that do nothing.
Yeah.
Or those treasure maps that do nothing.
But just 100%.
Yeah, which I fucking did twice.
Yeah. Was that a good idea or not for the data fragments in real life for Comic-Con?
Here's the problem with that, though. It's a cool idea. Here's the problem with it, though. It's only 500. And then once one is claimed, because if like let's...
You gotta get new ones.
Once one is claimed, you can't reuse it. So literally it's only going to be 500 people, which would be fine for Comic-Con, maybe. But then it's like, you have to go through all the trouble of buying the RFID chip, turning it into a little thing, and then hiding it somewhere. And then having someone find it there and actually bring it to you to like actually redeem it. Not everyone's going to do that. They're just going to find the fucking thing and be like, oh, that's cool, I'll just keep it. Or just throw it away. Or just not even paying attention to it.
That's what people did with the Joker dollars.
Yeah, except that the Joker dollars actually led to something.
Yeah. Something cool.
Something very cool. They saw
Yeah, he's saying this will lead them to...
That's what I meant. Like, it was just a rumor.
Yeah, but this was for anybody that completed the fucking thing.
I see.
So you're saying it should be more of a challenge?
It should be like if the RDI feed was registered here at this location, here at this location, here at that location, then you have to go to this other location. Then it would be more like, hey, there's these 20 different Animus stamps, more or less, like at Balboa Park, at the Xbox booth, at the Ubisoft booth, in the Marriott, and then here behind the convention center on a boat.
That would be neat.
Like you have to go start the scavenger hunt at the Ubisoft booth, and they give you like a little thing, and you go to all these fucking things, and then you get your shit stamped or pinned or whatever the fuck, and then you go back to the Ubisoft booth or like their Ubisoft booth that's outside the convention center or whatever the fuck. Like, hey, I completed the scavenger hunt, and then they show you the fucking thing. I don't think it should be. The Ubisoft scatters like 500 things around to San Diego. And you just have to find it and take it back to them.
It might as well just have like RDFI like registration scanners. Like number 57 is at Station 1, Station 2, Station 3. Go through these checkpoints.
I think that's a lot for RFID chips. I don't think they're as cheap as you think they are.
That's why I was like, it's an idea. It's a great idea.
It's an idea that they appreciate. It's just a matter of if they have the money for it. That's all.
At the same time,
but the idea itself,
the idea is great.
It sounds good on paper, like communism.
It sounds good. The only thing that people don't like the Animus fragment part of fucking Assassin's Creed. I don't fucking like it. I don't think I know anybody who likes the collectible side of fucking any of the Assassin's Creed
Hell
games.
no, those flags
aside from like two, maybe two Brotherhood as well.
What, the feathers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they actually had legitimate story connections to it.
Story? Yeah, sure.
Story and gameplay.
But it just hinders you, doesn't it, at the end of it?
The cape you get? Yeah, it just hinders you.
It hinders you, but the story's cool.
So. The story and the connection to it and the fact that you get it actually affects the gameplay is cool. But in later games, they got just way too obnoxious with that shit.
I think that besides the...
Red Seal, why do you still gather feathers? Oh, it's for my dead brother.
And he's dead. I was like, yeah, that's kind of the point.
I think that besides grabbing the cubes you were talking about, the little fragments, and getting footage, you should also get a little swag bag that's Assassin's Creed related. That'd be pretty cool.
Something awesome, yeah, because I still have my tomahawk.
Just a little thing like a tomahawk, or like... I'm sorry.
Like you mean the inflatable tomahawk?
Yeah.
I threw that away.
Maybe a pin of the Assassin's Creed symbol, a shirt, maybe a hidden blade. That'd be cool, you know?
Yeah, only if you complete it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Sorry, the hidden blades, that was only available for day 1 stuff. Day 2, it just starts like de-escalating. Like day 1, you get all this shit from all 4 days.
And then you get like, okay.
Yeah. If you got on the 4th day, like, yes, you heard it from here? Yeah, you only get the shit.
And by Sunday, you get like a pin.
Yeah.
And preview of the
footage.
footage.
What about all this other stuff? Well, that's only if you did it from day 1. I only have a Sunday badge. Not my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a lot of that stuff would more likely be outside stuff. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would be unhappy if they're like... Because if you do that where it's like, oh, Thursday, if you complete this scavenger hunt, you get like an Assassin's Creed blade. And then by Sunday, all you get is a pin. Everybody would be like...
What the fuck do I do it for?
Yeah, what the fuck am I going to do it for then? All the good shit's gone already.
Not our problem. Get a better badge.
Then maybe instead of just...
Then nobody would do it, which it is counterproductive to what they want. Everyone talking about Assassin's Creed
then maybe
and this cool thing they did.
Get them something that's worth the same value, but just a different price.
It like, by your logic, it should be like a Thursday. If you complete the thing, you get like a little Assassin's Creed blade, like hidden blade. On Friday, if you complete the fucking thing, you get like a
t-shirt.
Like a t-shirt. If by Saturday you complete the fucking thing, you get like a fucking hoodie or something.
A Harley Quinn fucking jester
hoodie would be more than a shirt.
How
about a hat or a beanie? You know,
probably like a beanie or something.
Yeah, something smaller and
something
smaller
with like an eagle on it.
Until Sunday, bam, you get a tote bag.
No, I mean like all equal stuff. Like it should be like Wednesday or like Thursday you get the hidden blade. Fucking Friday you get like a tomahawk. Fucking Saturday you get a shoulder cape. You get the fucking a shoulder cape. You get the cane that from Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
That'd be pretty cool.
And then like Sunday you get like fucking the fucking bracers. The brass knuckle bracers that Eevee has.
The hook and the blade.
I was just gonna say that, you bastard.
It would be like
on Wednesday you get the hook, and on Thursday you get the blade.
That would be hard to do because they are one and the same. But no, that's kind of thing where it's like if it's like Thursday you show up, you get something from like the main weapon from Assassin's Creed 2.
For all of
Friday you get the main, you get like the tomahawk from Assassin's Creed 3. Fucking Saturday, you get the fucking like a little replica sword of Assassin's Creed 4, and then Sunday you get fucking the cane from Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Because skip over Unity, but like it would be like that type of thing where these are all like really cool in different ways, but they're all relatively the same value. It's just that based on the day, it's based on a different game, so you get a cooler item.
Yeah. Because he was talking about dwindling value before, so I just made that example with the shirt.
Yeah, but in his example where it's like it dwindles in value, the second Thursday is over, everybody on Friday is gonna be like,
"Why would I?
Fuck no, I'm not doing that."
Yeah,
but
or at least everybody that doesn't have a badge would be like, "Fuck no, I'm not doing that."
Remember, I'm just an asshole.
True.
Nobody's gonna disagree with you there.
I mean, at least like if I'm an asshole, I'm a fair one. Because I would have, if I knew like my security fucked up, I'm not gonna reward everybody who's waiting in line. For fucking Hall H. You know what? Everybody gets 4 days.
Not even everybody. Just with wristbands.
Like I said.
Including those with fake wristbands.
No, like I said. If I'm an asshole, I'm going to be a fair one. I don't care if you're a kid, woman, child, pregnant, non-pregnant, Jewish, a rubber duck, I'll still treat you like fucking dirt.
Hey, listen, don't impede on my rubber ducky rights.
I will when you cost people $200,000 to float.
Hey, I do more than just float. All right, I brighten everyone's day.
You make that time also fun.
It's trying its best, okay?
I'm trying my best. All right.
But like, I would not reward people for being assholes. Like, what do you mean security fucked up? Okay, whatever. They fucked up. That's my fault. What do you mean it's taking forever? Yeah, fuck it. It's just getting worse. I probably would have known that for years. Lines are shit. Fuck Twilight people.
Typically.
Just start like, you know what? If you're here for this panel, you cannot line up for the day. If we see you outside, we'll take your fucking badge.
Yeah.
I'll just be a complete dick to everybody. It's like, why are you here Thursday for a Saturday thing? Give us your badge. You're not getting a refund. I'll just be a complete dick to everybody.
Don't fucking... Like, there should be a limit. Like, hey, if you're here before 7 a.m. for a Saturday thing, you're not in line. You're not in line. Line starts here, and I recognize that you're here. Everybody that's here is gonna come before you because I'm not tolerating this lining up before.
You cannot single me out. Apparently I can on this property.
Yeah, Hall H was just fucked this year.
That's what I mean.
It sucks because
I'll be a dick to everybody.
Empty it out
it's
beforehand.
So stupid.
It's too fucking big for them to empty it out, which I call bullshit. Because there's literally like an hour and a half to 2 hours between every single fucking panel. Mm-hmm. You got more than enough time to make sure everyone gets the fuck out. I've been in there. Me and Smokey have been in there. You've never been.
Way to rub it in.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Dumbass. I didn't want to call attention to it.
I did.
It's fucking idiot. But yeah, we've been in there.
We knew. So.
It's pretty big. It's pretty goddamn big.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not that big. You can't empty the whole fucking thing in an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. Half an hour, minimum.
True. They might have started like letting people in, like checking on the room, letting people in because of us. It's like, listen, we see people coming out. Can we go in? We see people coming out of Hall H. I'm pretty sure it's still not full by now. They finally let us in. We walk in. Half of the fucking hall. The entire goddamn thing. It was empty. It's like, we've been waiting outside to see sneak previews of this thing, and the fucking fire marshal says no because this room is 75% empty.
So what do we say at the fire marshal?
Fuck the fire marshal. But yeah, it's hard to believe that with an hour and a half or so between every panel, you can't empty out the whole fucking thing. If you can empty out ballroom 20, which is maybe like a quarter of the size, and you can do that in like fucking 10 minutes, you can empty that shit out. You can empty out Hall H. Mm-hmm. So that you do that and you solve so many problems where it's like you don't need to line up on fucking Tuesday for the Saturday Marvel panel. You could just line up
6 in the morning.
No, you could like for the 6 p.m. Marvel panel, you can line up at like fucking 3 in the afternoon, and if you get let in to the front, it's like, oh no, let everybody behind me, or like let everyone pass me. I'm not interested in the Women of Powerful whatever the fuck panel. I'm not interested in the Stranger Things panel. I'm just interested in the Marvel panel. And it's like that solves so many fucking things because everybody that wants to go to the DC panel, they go and then they get the fuck out. Everybody that wants to go to like the Women of whatever the fuck panel, they go and then they get the fuck out. Everyone that wants to see the Stranger Things panel, they go and then they get the fuck out.
Yeah. If I don't know, they're gonna run into problems with these assholes. Like, I'm just waiting. I'm gonna wait 2 days in this fucking room for the fucking Marvel panel. It's like, okay, everybody, we can't let you in because an asshole's still in there. If you want, you can go. You can send some friends, go see who it is. He's the reason why we're not letting anybody else in. We're gonna clear out this place. If it's not clear, well, then we'll just tell everybody who it is. We can't single them out, but you can definitely hang around these exits to find out who it is.
Well, no, because
like I said, we're not going to start a witch hunt. But if you wait by these exits, they have to go to the bathroom.
They already do this for all the other panels, though. Because I've gone to panels before where it's, for example, the Star Wars panel, where the very first time.
Yeah.
I was interested in the Star Wars panel, but I was more interested in the Gears of War panel, and the Gears of War panel was right after the Star Wars panel. I wanted to get in line, let everyone in front of me so I could get to the very front, like I could be first in line for the Gears of War panel. I got to the front, they're like, yeah, you can't do that. You either need to get the fuck out of line, or you got to go into the Star Wars panel. I was like, I guess I'll go to the Star Wars panel. If they just multiply that and scale to the Hall H, where it's like, yeah, you can't just wait in line. You can't be here at 6 a.m. for the fucking 6 p.m. Marvel showing. You need to get into this DC panel, which is first, or you need to get the fuck out of line, because you're not just gonna stay here and wait to be first in line.
If anything, since they need to get in, just start scanning badges. Like, what are you here for? Oh yeah, hold on, let me scan your badge. What is this for? To make sure your badge doesn't work tomorrow. You tell them later, like, yeah, this guy's being an asshole. Just fucking deny him the badge. You can enter, but if we see you in Hall H and we scan your badge or some shit, like, you'll just be kicked out.
Well, in the perfect
something, it's like something evil. But fucking Comic-Con representatives like, no, we want people to join. We want people to come. It's like, you're just pissing off the people there.
Yeah. In the perfect like panel situation, it's like the smaller ones where it's like they physically have a designated line area, and until it's like half an hour or so before the panel starts, the security is just like, get the fuck out of here. There is no line for this panel until half an hour before the panel starts. It is an hour before the panel starts. Get the fuck out of here. So and they will tell you, they're not going to curse, but they will tell you like firmly and sternly and very aggressively, get the fuck out of here. There is no line. Get the fuck out of here. Mm-hmm. And if they do that with the Hall H line where it's like, get the fuck out of here, it should be like, if you want to get in line for this panel, for example, the Star Wars panel, I'm going to go back to that one. I got in line for the Star Wars panel, and I was able to go to the very end. They cleared out the room, and I was able to go straight from that panel, go back in line to get into the Gears panel in the exact same room. That should be how Hall H is run, where it's you go in there and they clear out the fucking room, and you can go back in line for the next panel if you want to, and then you go in and they clear the fucking room, and then you can go out to the panel if you want to.
Just email everybody. It's like, here's the new policy for Hall H. If by purchasing next year's or this year's tickets, you will agree to these new policies. Where it's like, if you're here for a panel at like 6 in the fucking morning, if you're inside the hall and you're here by like 3 or some shit, like if you're still here in that fucking room, we'll just deny you access. You were there for the day. Get the fuck out.
They should really have like a scan your badge thing. A scan your badge thing for the specific panel you want to be in, and you can't go for anything else.
Or like have a prereq.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here for this panel. We'll scan your badge. Okay, yeah, you're able to get in. And you go up to like you get a fucking wristband. Like, are you one of them? They scan your badge. Yeah, you're good. You get a fucking wristband right there.
Yeah, I just wanted to go to one fucking panel that day. Just one.
But instead, you had to waste your whole day. Meanwhile, I had quite a fun time hanging out with fucking
Lights.
Yeah, with Lights. Yeah, definitely with Lights.
The musician.
The musician, which
Very cool.
I definitely underestimated her popularity at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Because she was going to have a signing from 4 to 5. And I was like, I don't know. It's kind of like a last minute thing she did that she said she would be at Comic-Con. And, you know, I'm sure she's popular. I know she's quite popular. I don't know if she would be that popular at Comic-Con.
I had the exact same reaction to RTX when Jen Taylor was coming. I thought that, you know, she's popular. She voiced Cortana from Halo. But she probably won't be that popular at RTX. No, I was wrong.
Yeah, so was I.
Fucking wrong.
I wasn't like Jen Taylor wrong, but I was quite wrong. I was expecting to show up at like, you know, 3:50 or whatever, and there'd be like a little bit of a line, sure, because it's Lights, awesome.
Yeah.
I get there at like 3:50, and it's like, holy shit, this line is fucking long.
Yeah.
And then they also tell me, it's like, oh, by the way, you had to have actually shown up beforehand to get a little card that like all the Lights information, and you had to get it numbered. And if you don't have it numbered, you have to actually go back to the back of the line. Yeah. So I was like, I was already there, and I was like maybe 150 people into the line, more or less. And then the person tells me, oh yeah, if you don't have a numbered little postcard, you have to go up to the back of the line. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Which is how much people long?
I didn't even bother counting at that
Either
point.
way, you made it, and you got.
It took me over an hour to get from that to seeing her, which was very quick. She signed a poster, and I took a photo, which was awesome. But I had severely underestimated that.
Yeah. And
then the other thing that happened, which I think was when you were hanging around Saturday, because the Lights thing was Friday, I believe, and
No.
That was Saturday, definitely.
Or was it Friday and you went to her while I was getting in line? I think it was Friday that you
it was Friday because you left to go to the line and I went to go meet her.
That's right. And you met me later.
Yep. And what I remember the Saturday, as you were still waiting in line, was fucking JDF pranking the shit out of me.
Yes,
which you were not there for,
unfortunately.
But me, Cuddly Panda, and Smokey were there because
it was funny to watch, dude. You were sweating fucking bullets.
Fucking Jason Davis Frank, the original actor for the Green Power Ranger, he said he was going to be there at Comic-Con, signing from 2 until the last fan is there in line, which is awesome. But you were going to be... I was afraid that it was going to be like one thing signed per person, so I had to get someone else to be with me to care, because I have 2 Legacy Sabas from like 2 years ago, and I wanted to get both of them signed. You were fucking waiting in line, but luckily we got Cuddly Panda to come down to San Diego Comic-Con. So he was there with me. We're shooting the shit, whatever. As we get to the front of the line, I bust out my my Legacy Sabas to get them signed, and
your Funko thing,
and the Funko thing, which I wasn't really planning to get signed, whatever. I'm just like I'm telling Cuddly Panda, I'm like, here, hold this and I'll open it and then he'll sign it. It's like, it'll be cool.
There's awesome. A dude there who's security who's just doing his job, but then there's another dude there who's just like trying to organize things, but he was more of a hassle than he made it out to be. Whatever, but it's cool.
He wasn't like entirely sure what he was doing. You mean?
Yeah, it was like whatever.
Yeah, I was like, you need to have this out, you need to have it like this, like. We have like 3 Sabas, like give us a solid 3 minutes because it's hard to orientate this thing out and
you got all this in your hands. It's
He just told me like, all right, just leave this like on the table and then you can, because it's a big fucking thing. If the listener doesn't know what the Legacy Saba is, it's fucking big. It's a big ass box.
It's like
it's a hassle to pull it out.
3.5 foot box.
You gotta slide it out and then like pull it off and then it's a whole fucking thing. It
has like a fucking sleeve too. Yeah. You have to open it the right way. If not, it doesn't shine as well.
Yeah.
No,
but you laugh, but it's actually true.
It's a big fucking deal. It's a big fucking deal. Whatever. But I have mine, which is actually mine, and I open it. I have it ready, and then I'm helping Cuddly Panda with my other Legacy Saba, and the way he's holding it shows the number like to JDF. And I don't realize this. I'm not paying attention because why would I pay attention to where the number is facing?
Yeah,
I don't care.
Out, so.
Yeah, I'm pulling the Saba out to get signed. I already know what my fucking number is, more or less. I already know it. I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I know it's 2 digits. It's 0 something something. Whereas Smokey's is like number out of 1,000. Mm-hmm. And the way he's holding it, it shows the number to JDF. And I'm like pulling out the fucking thing, and I'm shooting the shit with JDF. And he's like, oh, yeah, you guys, cool, awesome. You guys brought Legacy Sabas. That's awesome. I haven't seen some in a while. Although I gotta tell you guys, if you guys have Saba number 62, specifically number 62, we're gonna have to confiscate it because it's not an actual real one. It's a bootleg one. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then I checked the one that I'm holding. It's like, oh, it's number 32. And then I checked the one that Cuddly Panda's holding. It's like 62. And then I was like, I should have said that. Immediately, JDF was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have to confiscate that and this and that." And I was like,
he starts taking it
he starts taking it from Cuddly Panda. And I'm like, whoa, I paid for this at Bandai. You're not taking this away from me. And I'm in an air conditioned room and I'm sweating like fucking crazy. Like instantly.
It was like the best thing in the world. Where he was like, it was nice and cold. To where he's sweating fucking bowling balls.
I am just sweating. I was like, no. I could prove that I paid for this at Bandai and everything. And he's like, no, it's a bootleg version. We're gonna have to confiscate. It's like, no, you're not doing this to me. And then finally he was like, I'm just messing with you, dude. I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, oh my God, you fucking had me scared that you were gonna take this away from me. But he was really cool about it. He signed both of them. And then he even signed the little pop vinyl White Ranger thing, which I wasn't planning to get signed. It was just like in the way, so I left it on the table. And then after I got my Saba signed, I grabbed it. And then he just took it from me. He's like, oh, I'll just sign this too, whatever. And then we went away.
That's usually how he does signings, right?
Yeah, that's how he does signings. Like, fuck it, I'll just sign this.
Did he remember you from like last year? Because we see him like every year.
He wasn't there last year, and no, we don't see him every year.
Well, you see him plenty. I feel like I've seen him plenty of times already.
I've seen him twice.
This is maybe your 3rd time, isn't it?
No.
The one time you got a print. And there was another time where you got your other thing signed. Your, what's it called?
The Legacy Morpher?
No.
So the Dragon Dagger?
The Dragon Dagger. You got your Dragon Dagger signed by him. You got a little print signed from him. Was that the same time as the dagger?
What print?
There was a little print that he was handing out, and you got one.
You mean like
it was him?
Shoot?
It was him holding the helmet in his hand. I think it was a photo shoot thing. Yeah.
I never took a photo shoot with JDF.
No. You were not in the photo shoot. It was a picture that he was handing out at the print that he had signed. I went with you, and I got one.
If I remember correctly, that was the same year, actually.
Okay. Well, either way, you saw it.
I remember, because 3 years ago, because last year was the Legacy Blade Blaster. The year before that was Legacy Saba, which he was not there to get signed.
Mm-hmm.
The year before that was the Legacy Dragon Dagger, which he was there.
Yeah.
And the year before that was the Legacy White Ranger Dragon Ranger coin Morpher.
Was he there for that?
Which he was not there for.
Okay.
Oh, he might have been there, but we only had the Sunday badge, and that was the year that I went without you two fuckers.
I'm wondering what year the print was then. Because I remember going to get the print with you.
I think it was the same year that the Dragon Dagger was there.
May have been.
Because those are literally the only other times, the only times that he's been there.
Okay.
He was there specifically for the Dragon Dagger because it was Power Ranger Super Mega Force. He was making a cameo, and it was this big fucking thing.
So you don't think he remembered you?
I could say this was the Super Mega Force sucked ass.
Because I've at the point where you're talking about, he had like a kind of like standing bench that he was standing on, and he had a broken foot, right?
Don't remember.
Well, I remember him having a broken foot, and that was the same year that we took the Legacy Dragon Daggers to get signed.
Yeah,
it was just a different day.
Okay.
At a different place.
For the Legacy Dragon Daggers, all I really remember was like, yo, I'm here in line. I talked to some dudes like, yeah, if they can be here like the next 5 minutes, we'll take a picture. Like,
so then we
get your asses there now. Yeah, we'll take a picture.
I was sweating bowling balls that day because of the running we were doing. So
running outside, it was worth it though.
You guys made it in time.
Our Legacy Dragon Daggers are very valuable.
No, man. Like, did you pay anything? No, he just started signing all three of them. Like,
we got a cool picture too.
Very cool picture.
No, you got a cool picture. I was feeling the box.
Yes, and we have very, very, very valuable Legacy Dragon Daggers that are worth over $1,000, more or less. I haven't seen how much they actually get sold for. I just seen how much they get put up on eBay, which is about $1,000, give or take.
I wonder who buys them though.
I wonder if anyone buys them. I don't know if anyone's been sold. I haven't actually gone through and seen whether or not they get sold. It's just that they are on sale for that price.
If you think that's crazy, think of like the Hostess thing, where it's like it's stupid. People put like these boxes of Twinkies on there for $2,000. You know it's fucking stupid when people are willing to buy them for $3,000
for sure.
Fucking Hostess.
It's just like anything. It's like those articles you read, like, oh, what '90s toys are valuable, and it's like, oh, this Tamagotchi will be sold for like $300-$400. It's like, no, that's what it will be on sale on eBay for. It doesn't mean anybody's fucking buying it for that price.
JDF admitted, like, while we were packing all of our Sabas up, he said, like, I think one of the security guards asked, like, so what's like the weirdest and coolest thing you've had somebody sign? It's like, oh, well, this kid, he said, like, he had, like, the old style, what was it, Morpher when he was in 6th grade. He brought it in for me to sign. How old is that thing? Like, I don't know, like, when did it ever come out, man?
Damn, it's a while back.
Yeah, that's why I was like...
1991?
Shit.
Maybe 93?
91.
He said, like, it's the old style one from, like, when he was in 6th grade. It's like, I don't know the year 100% because I was born in 91. I don't remember fucking watching Power Rangers that young. I was barely learning how to walk and memorize shit. That's why I was like, 93 sounds fair.
But now I was born.
That's why I was like...
I have a couple 93 Morphers. That's not all that rare. Why would he say that that's like the weirdest or like rarest thing he signed?
It was still in mint condition.
There's still a lot of them in mint condition. I saw fucking an actual
in-box
mint condition.
But how many of them, I guess, bring that to get him to sign it?
Plenty.
Really? Okay.
At Power Morphicon in 2014, I saw a vendor there that had a fucking mint condition Green Ranger Japanese fucking Morpher. Mint condition, not opened, signed by Jason David Frank and the actor that played Burai.
Okay.
So it's like, those exist, and those get taken around quite a bit.
I don't know, that's what he said, like, it was the weirdest one ever. It's like, okay, that's weird.
Weirdest thing ever, I would think.
I've never heard of that. I thought I thought that would be like my mom, where it's like, just throw away the fucking toys. Like, no, then she goes behind my back and throws it away.
The weirdest thing I would think he would mention would be the fucking red Saba. Because they literally only made like 20 of those in Japan. And he has one. Someone just gave it to him. Damn. It was in the box. It was like some... I think it was like some reality TV show where they're like, they go and buy the fucking, the storage house or whatever. That's just like overlaps and they just buy the whole fucking thing. Storage Wars or whatever the fuck. They found one with an authentic red in box, Saba from Japan. And they decided, let's not pawn this. Let's just give this to Jason David Frank. And he has it. It's his now.
That's cool.
And it is his. And that is bitching because that was like a very super limited edition run of Red Saba.
And they just gave it to him.
They just gave it to him. It's worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars because it's so goddamn rare. And they just gave it to him. Awesome. He should have it. He should definitely have it. But it's just like, I would think that would be like the rare thing he thinks of.
That is something you keep, for sure.
Like I said, imagine the value of it if JDF signed it and the actor from Japan signed it.
That'd be pretty insane.
Probably, but the actor from Japan is a kid.
I don't care.
I don't think a lot of people in Japan like the kid, really.
I don't care. In the U.S., it's worth a lot.
Aside from Guy Ikari.
The kid's mom?
No, Guy Ikari.
The kid's mom?
No, the actor that played Gokai Silver in Gokaiger. He said he was a big fan of the White Ranger, Kiba Ranger. Because he was around the same age.
Okay.
So probably kids liked them, but a lot of the people that were already watching Super Sentai, I don't think they liked the kid actor part of it.
Shout out to
just
Kid
like
Tommy.
A lot of the people in America didn't like Justin, the kid actor in Power Rangers. He was like okay, but it's like nobody really liked him that much.
You know what? Shout out to Kid Tommy.
Oh yeah, our teacher.
Yeah,
our teacher.
But speaking of autograph, did you see that the voice of Diva got very pissed off at someone?
No.
Oh.
I did not hear this.
Like she didn't really like put anyone on blast. It was just that someone bought like a Diva pop vinyl figure, or no, it was a Funko figure.
Yeah,
and I guess it was exclusive to Comic-Con or it was very valuable at Comic-Con or something like that. They took it to Diva voice actress to get it signed, and I don't know if she remembers specifically who this person was. But she signed it and it was like, whatever, it was a whole big thing. But then literally Monday when we come back, she posts on Twitter, I was like, not cool, man. Because that person posted that shit on eBay and everything. It's like, not cool. Not a fan. Not a Diva main. No, you're not nobody. I don't like you, man.
Oh, shit.
She was kind of like, just like, not having it.
She went George Lucas on these people?
Not this one person. But she didn't actually name drop them.
But she got pissed that they were trying to sell it.
No.
She was very pissed.
That's what George Lucas did on a certain group of people who are just like as soon as he walked out and people were just like, George, can you sign this? She's just like, ask this dude. I signed one thing. And like I could tell he's a fucking fan because he was dressed up from as one of the Sith Lords. Like, can you sign this? Can you sign this? Like, go get a job. Go get a fucking job. You guys, you're just gonna take my signature and sell it online. You're not fans. I'll do it for the fans, not you fuckers.
I mean, yeah, but there's also the thing where, because like if you get it signed specifically to you, it's like, all right, you have no plans to sell this. Like if I would have gotten the Legacy Sabas or the Legacy Dragon Daggers signed specifically to me, Rubber Ducky, Jason David Frank would be like, you're absolutely not going to sell this because these are signed to your name specifically. Granted, I could just sell them to someone who has the same name, Rubber Ducky, but who has the same name, Rubber Ducky? Who knows?
But one other person that we talked about last time.
Probably, but
the one in Canada, whatever.
Yeah, he's my giant brother, though. Yeah, he's a distant relative, but I don't really like personally. I don't plan on selling really anything. If I go through the trouble of getting it signed, I don't have any plans to sell it unless I'm in dire financial needs. And even then, I'm going to hold off as long as I possibly can.
Yeah.
But if I go up to someone like Jason David Frank, or if I go up to I really love Zenyatta. I main Zenyatta, and if they make a cool figure and I get it signed, and I don't get it signed to me, I don't want them to. Like, I just want them to sign their name on it and, like, say something cool. Like, because it's embrace the transcendence.
It is more valuable if they sign it and without your name, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to sell it. It just means you want it because it's valuable to you.
Yeah, it's valuable to me, and I don't want to sell it, but I don't want the person, like...
To think that you are...
Yeah, because I like Diva. I wanted to be a Diva main originally, and then I found Zenyatta. But if I stayed as a Diva main, and I bought that Funko figure, and I went to go to Charlotte Chung to get it signed... But I didn't want it. If she asked like, oh, who am I signing it to? And I tell her, oh, I don't want you to sign it to me. I just want you to sign it and say like a diva, thing that diva says.
You sign it and put a quote.
Yeah, and just put a quote. I wouldn't want her to think that I'm doing this specifically because I want to sell it. But unfortunately, that's kind of the thing that people do, which sucks.
I would hope that she would give you the benefit of the doubt until she sees that shit online, like she did with the eBay thing.
Hopefully, because I would not put that shit on.
Because she was willing to do it, obviously. She was willing to sign it. And then it wasn't until it got on eBay that she was pissed off, right?
Yeah, she was pretty pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, she went the George Lucas thing where it's like, she's mad at the people who aren't fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just try to make money off of my name. Which, it sucks, but people do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it does up the value, and there's definitely business in there, but it sucks that you're taking up time and mainly time away from
people who
someone who actually mains Diva and has spent countless hours playing and cannot meet Diva because you're fucking in line and you have no interest in who Diva is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even play fucking Diva. All you play is DPS. You play Reaper all the goddamn time.
He's the toxic fucker, or like he wants to play the game and
you play fucking Hanzo. He's a Hanzo main.
I can't believe a kid got detention for that. I don't know what a Hanzo. This kid clearly missed a trash can. Your daughter yelled out, "He's a Hanzo main." I don't know what that means, but I'm giving her detention. Clearly, it's a derogatory term. It's like,
yeah, I don't know what this
means. Are you serious?
But it was clearly said as a derogatory term, so I gave her detention.
It was on a detention slip, too. It was like, what the fuck? Me and my wife couldn't stop laughing for hours.
I feel like bringing it back to my kids, my future potential kids, those would be my kids, where it's like, they're not going to call someone an asshole. They're not going to call him a little shit-faced fucker. They're not going to call him, like, a mingy little prick. They're going to be like, you're such a Hanzo main.
What you call me?
Damn.
Don't die off like a Carmine or like whatever fucking nerdy video game.
Some geek related shit.
Like some geek related like
you're pulling me off.
Yeah. they're gonna like use like all this like geeky.
You're gonna be bagging my groceries.
It's gonna be like it's gonna
You'll
be like
get it in Trig 7
if you make it there.
Nerd.
It'll be like a normal kid in second grade will call someone.
What a butt munch.
Yeah, like you're such a butt munch, and the teacher will overhear and be like, clearly that's a slur, or not a slur, but like a derogatory thing,
by the way
insult.
You're using it. Yeah.
Yeah, the way you're using it, you're getting attention. Meanwhile, my kid is gonna be like, "Don't be such a nerf herder," and the teacher's gonna be like, "I don't know what the fuck that means, but that was clearly derogatory."
Oh, it's his teacher. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know. But those are going to be my fucking kids. Like, they're not going to call someone an asshole. They're going to call him a nerf herder.
Okay. Let me put it this way. How would you guys feel if... I'm assuming you two have daughters. They love playing soccer. They keep their hair short just because like they don't want to get pulled while they're playing games. While they're playing soccer games, right? Officially, from the league itself, I don't know why you sent your son to play in an all-girls league. But you present to them... Here's her birth certification. She's a female, and they refuse to accept it.
I've lost this train of thought.
Okay.
I am not kidding you. This is legit.
You're asking what would we do in that situation?
Yes.
Be pissed. That is my first reaction.
No shit. But like, what are steps after that? Because there is actually a little girl who loves playing soccer.
Post it online, hope it gets viral, so people can see that shit.
People, it apparently did, and the league is.
That's what I would be fucking doing. Yeah,
you'll be turning into one of those Twitter assholes. But like, dude, legitly, there's
for
this
my
girl,
kid, hell yeah.
There's this girl who's like seven or like I don't know, fucking 5 years old or 7 years old. She can fucking outplay 10-year-olds, 8-year-old kids, right?
Sure.
In this all girls league, one of the refs basically just like, yeah, I'm gonna take this kid out because clearly that's a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I get it.
But you as a parent. Present legit documentation, like a birth certificate and something else.
And they still refuse to let her play.
It's like, she's female. The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
They refuse to accept that documentation.
They refuse
Alright,
to
at that point I would be like, yeah, you're being an asshole.
That's what I'm saying. You're being an asshole. You refuse to let my daughter play. She's having a good time because she's whooping all your asses. I would make that public.
Yeah. If it's just like, hey, we think your child is the boy in the girls' league, which when kids are young, they could be pretty androgynous based on whatever.
Yeah.
Then I would be like not making a big deal, but it's like, you know, I understand that she looks very tomboyish, sure, but she is a legitimate girl. She was born a girl. This isn't like some transgender shenanigans I'm trying to get the league into right now. She's just a girl. She's just kicking everyone's ass. All right. And if they make an even bigger deal out of it, then I would make an even big deal out of it.
You want to escalate things? All right,
we'll escalate things. Let's do it.
I'm gonna call in a couple friends. We're gonna get the media on this. What's your name, sir? What's your employee number? I just want to make sure you get.
Let me talk to your manager for a moment.
Yeah, I want his employee
joke's
number.
on you. I am the manager.
Oh shit! Then what's your name? I'll have to get your name.
I'm not telling you my name. Hold on, let me get my lawyer. Legally binding. You can try and scare them out, but they don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like an awful lot of work to go through.
Just to have your daughter play. But at the same time,
just to fuck with people? Yes.
And it's my fucking daughter.
It's fair. And at the same time, I would just be like, hey, daughter Peach or daughter Daisy? Daughter Anya Stroud?
Daughter Rosalina?
No.
Yeah,
no?
I haven't played Mario Galaxy.
Okay, but you choose Daisy and Peach, but not Rosalina.
The first names I came up with, and then I moved on to Anya Stroud.
What about Sam?
I didn't really care for Sam too much.
Okay,
I do.
She was interesting, but the actual female character that I actually really like in Gears of War, Alex Brand, because she doesn't take shit from fucking nobody.
Fine, daughter Momo Yayorozu from fucking Boku no Hero.
You lost me. I don't know the fucking name.
Creation Girl.
Okay, I know her. But yeah, I'll name her that. Whatever. I'll name my daughter Hinata for all I care. Well, for all my wife would care. I've established that if it's a boy, I'm gonna give boy first name. Wife, you can give boy middle name. If it's a girl,
I thought you were gonna call it boy.
No.
Boy, that's your name. Boy.
Nah, it's if it's a boy, I get to choose first name. No matter what wife, I don't give a shit. If we have all boys, I'm giving them all first names. If we have all daughters, you're giving them all first names, and I'm giving them all middle names. That's how it works, wife.
I would switch it. I would name the daughters. She can name the guys.
Daddy.
Well, whichever way, I don't care. But it's like whatever gender, we're gonna pick a gender, and one of us is gonna name for a specific gender, first name and middle name, and then reverse it for the other gender.
Daddy, why is it that you do all the housework and cooking? Listen, Goku, me and your mom made a deal years ago.
No. One can only hope that I would eventually marry a girl that's pretty cool and nerdy and actually knows. What if
she just suddenly out nerds you? Like, how dare you name our son that? This name's way cooler.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh shit, you're right.
You're right. Goddamn, I didn't think about it before.
Yeah, but it would be like, it's a personal thing. Maybe she's a big fan of games, but that doesn't mean she's a big fan of Gears of War.
And then what if you're the only nerd in the family, and you have 3 kids, and she gets to name 2 of them? And I was like, oh, come on, Chuck. Come on, Brad. Come on, Arwen Evenstar, or some shit like that from Lord of the Rings.
Arwen
Evenstar.
That's like, I wouldn't go that far, like Arwen Evenstar. I just go
it's a beautiful name.
Beautiful name, yes, but I would just go with
Come
Arwen.
on, Chuck. Come on, Alan. Come on, Barry. Come on, not Patrick Star. Just throw her off completely.
No, but
come on, Zach. Come on, Cody. Come on. I'm not even gonna try to say you.
No, because even then, I would if my wife decides to name our daughter a normal name like Julie, I would obviously give her a middle name
of the Wind.
No, like fucking Mulan or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And I would refer to her as I'm not gonna call you Julie, daughter. I'm gonna call you Mulan. That's
Julie Mulan Ducky.
Yes.
Okay.
That's just because I like fucking the movie Mulan. I don't think I would name a daughter Mulan.
No.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would be Street Lamp of the Sea.
No.
Street Lamp.
What cool nerdy girl names are there?
Gertie. That's my kid. Yes. You know what? You can just name it. Wait for it.
I was like, this is my son. MC, clap your hands. And this is my daughter, Huckleberry.
All right, let's go, Jason. Let's go, Mike. Let's go, Max Rebo.
Fuck Max Rebo. I would name my son Han Solo before I named him Max fucking Rebo. Fucking purple elephant looking motherfucker. I would name him Kit Fisto. Or like Plo Koon. Like some badass name like that.
Yeah.
Yo, kid.
What?
The fucking Marines, his fucking nickname is Yo, kid. Go get me a pole. Give me a mag.
But what are some very popular like video game names for girls?
For girls?
For girls.
Samus, Cortana. Lara Croft.
Yeah, that's a normal name though.
I guess.
It's based on the character, yes,
Then
but that's very normal.
Rosalina Peach Daisy.
Rosalina Peach Daisy. Peach would be like out there, but I mean, fucking if
Gavin
Gwyneth Paltrow can name her daughter Apple, I can name my kid whatever the fuck I want.
No. If a somewhat shitty rapper can name their kid Northwest, I can name whoever the fuck I want.
There's also Rebel, Rocket, and Racer. Those are 3 kids too. I forget which parent.
I could name my daughter RC.
Ah, that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty sweet, right?
I mean, mine might as well be Alita 1 or Chromito at that point, or Windblade. Another female Autobot.
Fucking,
No. Your kid's middle
Black
name
Arachnic.
is just the...
Huh?
Your kid's middle name is just the... Julie, the Ducky.
Julie the Ducky.
Yeah.
No. I would definitely pick like video game.
Why did you
and,
name your kid
pop
Meg?
culture related
It's
names.
short for something else.
Megatron. I don't know. I've always wanted to name a kid Carmine just because I love the fucking Carmine brothers, but that just I don't know if I would actually do that.
If your wife, what if your wife is a bigger Gears of War? Is like, listen. I know you're the man, but our first kid, it's gonna be a boy. His name's gonna be Anthony. Middle name Carmine.
Yeah, maybe I can get away with the geek stuff by just being a bit more subtle, like that Anthony comment. I would name my kid Orion, which is the before name of Optimus Prime. So that can work out.
Orion Pex.
Yeah.
What if you have a second son? A fucking second son, Benjamin. Third son, Clayton.
Third son, Damien.
Dean.
Or just the D names. Like, why are you naming all our kids in alphabetical order? Don't question it. Wife.
No, it's the other way around. You ask her, like, why are our sons, like, in ABC orders?
You think I wouldn't catch that?
Yes.
Like, this
Yes.
You think I would get married to a wife and then not I know how I phrased this. Shut up. I did it for a reason. I would get married to my wife and not know before I get married that she's a big-ass Gears of War fan? You think I wouldn't know that?
Yes.
That's just going to come out of left field?
If anything,
Yes.
you'll try to get him to like Gears of War before you marry them.
Oh my god, honey, what is this Gears of War thing? She actively reloads like a boss.
And she has, like, the big-ass fucking cog tag that they hit around the world like I do.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Fucking love that thing, which you fucking broke, jackass. Fucking Smokey broke the chain for that shit. Fucking idiot. You owe me a new chain, fucker.
Yeah.
He'll get you a chain.
You better. I wanna wear those.
He'll get you a chain.
It's fucking heavy, dude. If you try to wear those around fucking Comic-Con all 4 days, all 5 days, that'll break your neck because that's fucking heavy.
Yeah, I didn't want to try. So
yeah,
I wanted to throw
big
him
ass
like
chunk of
it.
metal, but it's worth it.
I wanted to throw him.
Fuck you. You would have to go out of your way to go fucking get it if you threw it, because that is literally one of a kind.
Like I said, I would just throw him.
And you would have to
feel
go.
a whole
You would
lot
have to go get it. I don't care where it lands. If it lands in the middle of the street, you're gonna go and fucking get in the middle of the street.
Look, it's
and
over
I would
there. Go for
literally
it.
no, you would get it,
Nah.
and I would literally threaten you or murder you if you did not get it because it is one of a fucking kind.
Throw him.
No,
You feel a whole lot better.
no, I would blow your fucking brains out,
Throw him on
and
the
I'm not
ground.
even kidding. I would blow your fucking brains out if you threw that and then it got lost.
Like
You
I
heard
said,
it here
I would
first.
Throwing them.
I'm admitting that if that my fucking cog tags go missing and it's fucking Smokey's fault and he doesn't go get it, I'll blow his fucking brains out.
He's gonna blame me regardless if they go fucking missing.
They're not gonna go missing because they're gonna be around my neck all the time. Unless you suddenly fucking jab at me at Comic-Con and break my fucking chain and then pick up the goddamn cog tag and just toss it somewhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit someone on the head and gonna give him a concussion because it's that fucking big and heavy. But if you didn't go immediately to recover that, I would literally blow your fucking brains out.
I said
And
what I
I'm
said.
not even kidding.
Throwing him. Made me feel a whole lot better.
Yeah.
The jab was good enough.
Until you're dead. Because I will fucking kill you.
I stand by what I said. The jab was good.
And I stand by what I said. I will fucking kill you if you ever got rid of him.
all right,
That
I
sounds
think
fair.
that is about all the time we have. Is that right?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is Smokey. And he is.
Rubber ducky.
And he is.
Ojira.
If you like our shit, feel free to like and subscribe. There's also an ask us page. I'll look up later. I'm too lazy to do it now or ever. But yeah, feel free to ask us questions, leave a comment. Laters.
Peace.
Cheers.